It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Flowers going to go in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended here after a pickup at 3, getting it out to the 25. You look at this Browns defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. Jackson, option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Take it to the house.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. The Browns had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. 11 yards for number 11.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's a very nice game there, confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down.
The sticks. We want 6. And Hopkins hangs this one out to the right. Missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them, but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Look at this Browns defense. They're pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of pack number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
D, they have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 58 yards rushing now, 8 carries for him so far. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Chubb. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And that would be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to put this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Watson off play action. And this is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Jackson on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they look like they marched to the end zone as they no return and rip all over that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to go through a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Ravens first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Chubb again. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Able to power through. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Watson. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Watson changing the play. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
You got this. Let's win. This is it.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 106 yards on the ground for him so far.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Browns! Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Well, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
Ravens 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 4th down, the sent away. Take it in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again is Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Browns drive about to get started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here is 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's fielded at the 45. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. It came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So for the Browns, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore,